over the last couple of months, ambitious British artists, both amateur and professional, have been facing our hanging committee in the hope that they'll get their work exhibited on these walls. Of the Foundling Museum, we met David Storey, who's trying not to let his nerves get the better of him. David's designed artwork for records for Phil Collins and Sir Elton John, but he's always wanted to make that leap up from workaday graphic art into the high-flying world of fine art. And he's hoping he'll be able to sell his work for the sort of money big-time artists command. If he gets through to the Show Me the Monet exhibition, he could sell his painting Blue Room for a good price. But first, he has to win the approval of these three.
Welcome to the Hanging Committee, David. Would you kindly tell us about your painting?
Yes, this is my painting, The Blue Room. It started life as a still from a play that was on TV. And I took the image and I edited it and translated it until I found something that I was interested in. I think it's about atmosphere and this sort of awkward and easy mood that it's got. It's certainly not a narrative picture. The figures don't exist. It's not a portrait or anything like that.
What price do you put on your work?
I'd say that if I was selling it privately, for something this size, it'd be around about £1,000.
Thank you very much. Can we have a closer look, please?
Sure.
The initial presentation has gone very smoothly for David, but now it's inspection time. If David is to take any kind of step into the top echelons of fine art, he'll need a gallery to take him on, and this is what he's hoping to find if he gets through to the Royal College exhibition. But will the judges think his work has what it takes?
I couldn't help noticing it's very blue. What's the reason for that?
Well, I set out to create a very haunting image. You know, I experimented with a number of different ways of achieving that. One way was through colour, and it's this particular claustrophobic blue that I've run through that predominates the painting that seemed to help me create that claustrophobic image.
David, how close to the original photograph is this?
It's very different. You know, the man in particular I've worked on a number of times until I got the one that seemed to resonate with the thing that I was after. But also it's the attitude of the person that comes through the face was the thing that I really struggled to capture.
I thought it was fascinating that David said this was not about narrative, because to me this is all loaded with narrative. It's stuffed full of something happening, like a still from a film, for me.
That's the problem. That's the problem. It looks like a still from a TV show.
For me, I like the fact we don't know what's going on. It's really mysterious, and what I particularly like is your yellow light, which we're drawn to like moths to a flame because it's the only warmth in the painting.
Using the still from a film is just like painting from a photograph, and because of this, the judges can't decide if David's work is original enough. Ultimately, though, they've got a strict set of criteria to stick to: originality, technique, and emotional impact.
Technically, I worry that it's not quite good enough to meet our strict criteria and to get into the exhibition. But emotionally, I'm really intrigued by this painting.
Roy?
I couldn't be more opposed, I'm afraid, to Charlotte's views. For me, it reads like nothing other than a movie still that's been overpainted rather badly.
Technically, I don't think it's well enough painted. In fact, parts of it are very coarse. Emotional content, I'm intrigued as I would be by a caption competition on a photograph in a newspaper only, I'm afraid. The criteria are very strict for inclusion in the exhibition at the Royal College.
OK, it's decision time now. Charlotte looks as if she's quite keen, but what about Roy and David? A lifetime of work has led to this point for artist David. 2 yeses would not only confirm he has the talent needed to make it at the cutting edge, but it would also give him that chance to make a lot of cash out of his painting at the Show Me the Monet exhibition.
David, for me, it's a resounding no, I'm afraid.
David, it's not clear cut, but I think the good outweighs the bad. It's a yes from me.
David's hopes of being recognised as a fine artist are in Judge David Lee's hands. What will it be?
I have to wield the knife as well, I'm afraid. It's a no for me. Thanks for showing it to us, though.
Thank you, David.
It's a double blow for David. A place at the Royal College would have meant recognition of his talent and the chance to make some money. But for now, he can make use of the judges' feedback.
They thought the technique wasn't quite 100% up to scratch, and I suspect they're right there, so that's something that I can work on.
David, I wish you the very best of luck. Commiserations this time.
Thank you.
But you never know. We'll see you again.
Thank you.